In my personal opinion, the most prominent branch of the paranormal world has to be ghosts, poltergeists, demons, spirits. Today I bring you Paranormal Activity, Volume 7.
Number 1.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user OMGGhost22, and it depicts what seems to be a spirit running upstairs. Now, already the production value on this is very high, and that is somewhat concerning. However, I will say, if this person knows for a fact that the same thing keeps happening, and they wanted to capture it on camera, this is how you would essentially spring a trap. So where I'm usually very skeptical with this kind of setup, watch this clip for yourself and make the decision. It's 50-50 for me, but it is interesting. I just feel like the footprints are a little too well defined and probably are more than likely his. You can definitely tell this is ripped from YouTube. I'm not sure exactly who the YouTuber is, but I guarantee you this is a re-upload.
Good morning. Well, not such a good morning. As predicted, it came out of the closet, but what I wasn't expecting was for it to go straight upstairs. I have no idea if it went further up, but I do have a way to find out. I've got another trick that I used a couple years ago. Just need to wait for it to get dark. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Going right upstairs. Oh god. That's her bedroom. This is a problem.
Number 2.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Tristan. Yes, just Tristan. Anyway, in this video we have somebody who's in a room at night, and on top of and this really depends on your perception of the paranormal, but on top of the massive amount of orbs we see flying around the room, which some people believe to be the manifestation of a spirit, we have movement with this door. Now, the reason I named it Les Ghost is because in France, the is Les, and essentially this was shot in France from my understanding, so not too hard of a concept there. Outright, I won't say this exactly is paranormal. You could have somebody on the other end of that door with fishing line pulling it. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying it's a possibility. When looking at stuff like this, you've always got to look at it from all angles, and it's quite very possible this was faked. But if it wasn't, it's creepy. This video is brought to us by TikTok user The Occult Family, and in this video we have two paranormal investigators in a dark room, and the male here, you'll see he freaks out. That's because something tugged on his shirt. Now, we're going to zoom in and slow it down, and you'll see that as he's investigating, something pulls on his shirt. And there really is nothing for it to catch on, so I don't know exactly how this could happen, but he felt it. It was enough to send him in a tizzy, so it's quite very possible that a ghost stopped by to say hi. When you see actual physical stuff like this move, it's hard for me to debunk it, so I'm on the fence. I want to say I think this is the real deal, but what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did this guy just get a tuggy from a ghost, or is it all in our head?
That's the photo. What's that? You hear that? Oh, top just a bit.
Desolate.
You took the camera. Kid you not, I was standing there, my top just gone.
It hasn't. Well, when you did that...
What's
that? You hear that?
Oh,
What's that? You hear that?
oh, top just a bit.
Desolate.
You took the camera. Kid you not, I was standing there, my top just...
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Brandon Robert. This is a very unique situation. Brandon and his girlfriend have a ghost that lives with them. They've discovered the ghost's name is Ethel, and Ethel can interact with things. Here in this video here, we see Ethel come to help Brandon out because his girlfriend forgot to unplug her flat iron. So after some coaxing and requests through the Ring camera, Ethel comes out of the bathroom, don't know why she was in there, and works on unplugging the hair straightener, and then promptly returns back to the bathroom. What do you guys think? Do you think this is the real deal, or do you think this is a joke? Personally, I've watched this account multiple times. I think they really do have a ghost that lives with them. But they make the best of it, if you will, and I think that's what you should do if you live with a ghost.
Could just unplug the straightener. Maddie left it plugged. What? Were you in the bathroom? Were you making a spooky dookie? You don't need it. You can literally walk through things. Why are you hitting into that? You just spilt the... Yes. Pull... Yeah, all right. Use your power. Like we learned how to do this, right? Pull a little bit harder. Focus your energy. A little bit more. Come on. I'll put on Selling Sunset. I think I can control the TV with an app. I'll put it on now. Come on. Use your power. We literally trained for this. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yep. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Thank you. We appreciate you. We're going to be home in like 35 minutes. No. You can walk through things. You are a ghost. Why are you going back to the bathroom? There better not be any ghostly skid marks in the toilet, all right? I don't want to see any of that. It better not be stink. Do not slam that door on me.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Paranormal Vibes. And in this video, we have a contractor who is working in an empty house, or a supposedly empty house, when he goes underneath the stairs to show us the crawl space. While he's underneath those stairs, Eli hears prominent footsteps above him, enough to get him to come out from the crawl space to look around, only to find there's nothing there. So, maybe he wasn't as alone as he thought, or is it quite possible that he upset a ghost when he started renovating this home? More often than not, when you have an intelligent haunting and you start changing around the dynamics of the house, they usually don't like that, and that's when they become very active. It's their way of trying to say, hey, knock that shit off and put my house back to how it was. However, after this, he captures whispering on camera, and there's no one there. So, unless it's an elaborate stunt, I'd say he definitely is in a haunted house. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below.
I was working late on some drywall when this was captured.
I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just not founding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. But that's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So, while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent. Right there. I think I just heard some footsteps. This can't be a squatter.
Eli was working late.
Well, that was spooky enough to make me want to sleep with the lights on. I hope you enjoyed today's content, and if you did enjoy today's content, maybe do me a favor, click some of the buttons, like, comment, share, subscribe. Any of those things help out the channel. Anyway, regardless no matter what you do, I just want you to know I appreciate your viewership, and I'll scare you in the next one.